Okay, the next step in the process is it's time to order and schedule the inspection. So you're going to talk to your buyer and you're going to say, hey, we need to schedule an inspection. Did you have an inspector in mind that you wanted to use? I always give them the option first. Maybe they have somebody they know that they'd like to use. Typically they say, no, we have no idea what inspector to use because we only buy a house every 7 to 10 years. And we say, no problem, because you're working with a team, you're working with an elite agent, and I have vendor relationships with some of the best inspectors in the area. And so what you want to do is mention, best practice would be to mention 3 different inspectors that you think would be good for them to work with. And you mention them by name, and you say, this guy's a little more expensive, this guy's a little more thorough, this person tends to be a little more readily available, more flexible schedule, whatever. Let them decide, and then what you want to do is now it's time to coordinate that. And there's a lot of coordination that goes on. So let's assume that the home that needs to be inspected is owner occupied. So we need to coordinate with the seller, the person that lives in the home. It's a good idea to coordinate with the listing agent so they know what's happening with their listing. You've got to coordinate with the inspector as well. And then you've got to look at your own schedule and figure out when you're available. So it can be a bit of a challenge. Now, the good news about inspectors are they're typically available within 24 hours. 24 to 48 hours, and usually can find an inspector to go do an inspection. So they're real good about their flexibility and availability most of the time. But still, you're the one that's orchestrating this. So I think a best practice is, rather than saying to your client, oh yeah, just call the inspector and go ahead and make those arrangements and make it happen. No, you make the arrangements, you run the show, you make it happen. You coordinate it, you confirm it, you get everything all locked up, okay? So that's how it works. Logistics, leadership and logistics are such a big part of this process. I know you can do it. Make it happen.